At the time of recording, Jesse Lingard has started 11 Premier League games and 3 times off the bench, with 0 goals and 0 assists. During this week, I listened to a podcast by the Diary of a CEO, in which they had Jesse Lingard as a guest. The following are some quotes from that episode. "I was drinking before bed, having a nightcap. I look back now and think, what was I doing that for? But I needed something to try and take the pain away and put me at ease somehow. You're getting that much abuse and I'm already down enough, and I've got to perform. I'm already going through things you don't know about. I felt like the world was on my shoulders." Today's video is the tragic tale of Jesse Lingard. Now, when I did this for Deli Ali, I received a few comments along the lines of, "Oh, what a tragic tale, these multi-millionaires." People hold the opinion that footballers should be robots, and despite no matter how much money they earn, they should be able to handle whatever criticism that they get. However, there is a level when things do go too far. Today we're going to break into the rise of Jesse Lingard and what has really happened to him. People still see Jesse Lingard as an unearthed talent, ready to blow. And while we did see a little snippet of that back at West Ham during the 2021 season, that season in the middle of multiple other years of average performances makes the story of Lingard so much more interesting to me. If you guys do enjoy, smash a like button. Let's try to hit 3,000 likes, and also subscribe if you're new. At the time of recording, 72.3% of you that recently have watched my videos are not subscribed, so please hit that sub button and comment down below your thoughts about Jesse Lingard. And with that said, let's get into the video. If you play FIFA 23 and want to improve your team but not go for the effort of actually playing the game, then make sure to go down below in top of the description to use them and buy. And make sure at checkout to use code Vizeh. Jesse Lingard was born in 1992 in Warrington, England. Jesse, of course, was a born Manchester United fan and was always into the world of football. Early on, Lingard's parents took a bold step by signing him up at Penketh United Academy. They later switched him to the official Manchester United Academy at the age of 7. He was known as a little kid with a brave heart. A common theme with Jesse Lingard was that he usually was the youngest player of the team. Jesse, at the age of 7, was playing against 14-year-olds. He was always seen to be United's next biggest star. In many images of him playing at a young age, you see that he really was below the rest of the players in terms of stature. Jesse Lingard's idol growing up to replicate was actually Andreas Iniesta. Nicknamed the Little Braveheart, he was known during his youth career as the smallest player on the pitch. Him, together with Paul Pogba and Ravel Morrison, was part of the Manchester United team that won the 2010-2011 FA Youth Cup. His performance in the route for this cup earned him his first professional contract at Manchester United. During his time at the academy, there was a fantastic video with Jesse Lingard and Cristiano Ronaldo. While Ronaldo first joined Man United, he actually held a training session with the young kids, with one of them being Jesse Lingard in this image. The expectations were high for Jesse Lingard, going to many different clubs on loan at the likes of Leicester City, Birmingham City, Brighton and Derby County. He made his debut in the league against Swansea City in the 14-15 season, however started getting more game time in the 15-16 season, scoring his first senior goal against West Brom in a 2-0 win in 2015. The big moment for Jesse at Manchester United that gave him a big reputation was scoring the winning goal in the 2016 FA Cup final against Crystal Palace. He made a total of 40 appearances and scored 6 goals that season. Jesse Lingard, when in form at this time period, was full of energy and was so direct. His direct style of play is what made people so in love with him. However, that was the main problem, is getting him consistent to show that. After his first big break at Manchester United in 16-17, had 18 starts, 7 off bench with only 1 goal and 2 assists. With 17-18, much better with 20 starts, 13 off bench with 8 goals and 5 assists. It was almost infuriating at times to see Jesse Lingard fail to keep on top of himself, which everyone thought now it's time for him to earn that spot in a team, in which next year, again, 19 starts, 8 off bench, 4 goals and 2 assists, which for a player at Manchester United is the definition of being a bench rotational player. However, we cannot speak of Jesse Lingard without going into the other side of him, because one common trend has followed him his entire career, and that is causing a bit of controversy with the Manchester United fan base. Jesse has always been known to be incredibly outgoing, never will shy away from who he is and his personality. Jesse, you may say, is the most involved social media influencer that is also a footballer, taking part in many different shows such as MTV, KFC, Pro Direct Soccer, Channel 4, Copper 90. He always seems available for anyone to reach out and speak to him. And there's so many other YouTube videos that you can find online as well. Jesse Lingard brought the dab back in January 2016 in his first time showcasing it at St. James's Park. His dab, of course, came from the US, from Migos. Of course, since then, Jesse Lingard, Paul Pogba, and many other footballers and athletes did a dab at this time period, creating a massive craze in the world of football and in the world of sport, actually. And when you speak to people about Jesse Lingard, this is one thing that people always point at him for. The biggest critique is that he never seems concentrated on his football. Complaints from fans online saying that if he put as much attention on his football as he does online, he'll be one hell of a footballer. Now, I do think that you could be a pro footballer and be involved in trends and showcase your personality and still concentrate on your football. I don't think that should be separate. However, I do understand people's frustrations because it is a easy thing and could be also a lazy thing to point at and say, yes, that's the reason. But then in the season of 2020-2021, something crazy happened. Jesse Lingard, at the age of 27, went out on loan at West Ham United. At the time, the season before, he only started 9 times and got 1 goal. And within only a few games, Jesse Lingard became one of the most talked about footballers in the Premier League. 9 goals and 4 assists with 16 games played at West Ham United. He found a perfect system that suited him, that he was direct and had confidence to show the world what he can do. His speed in counter-attacking situations allowed him to really let his shackles off, and maybe the pressure at being at Manchester United really hindered him, that he can play with no fear. This is the Jesse Lingard that people have seen only from time to time, little snippets of quality across multiple years in Manchester, and he's doing it on a weekly basis in London. So when it came to the end of the season, it all made sense that surely Jesse Lingard will go back to West Ham on a permanent transfer. Well, you would have thought so, wouldn't you? According to reports, Solskjaer made it clear that he wanted to keep Lingard at Manchester United. Keep in mind that the year before this, before he joined West Ham, he did not play a single minute in the Premier League for Manchester United. David Moyes went out on record to showcase his desire to sign Lingard on a permanent basis, stating that Ollie made it clear quite early that he wanted to keep him. That's why when he goes back to Manchester United and starts only 2 times in the entire Premier League season, scoring 2 goals, you could imagine where that may affect him emotionally. His contract ran out in the summer and he decided to leave. Jesse stating in interviews after the fact, saying that he was given fake promises over his game time and was furious that he couldn't join Newcastle on loan in January of that winter transfer window. A deal was agreed and the club denied him again. His words about how he left United when saying, has he lost respect for them? Lingard said, probably yeah. There was no balance, no structure, people doing what they want. It was like a free-for-all. So the question is, what has happened since he gone to Nottingham Forest? He was at United, showed some great quality in small moments, but then when he got a chance to be free at West Ham, he showed it. Went back to United, and again the same story happened. So now he's gone from United. What is the problem now? With 0 goals and 0 assists in 11 starts in Premier League, people can speak about mentality, that maybe his drive, his hunger to prove a point may have now gone. At the time of recording, Lingard has now become a bench player at Nottingham Forest. At the time of recording, Jesse Lingard is being used as an unused substitute. Despite having a minor injury during December, he hasn't found his moment for the team yet, while at Forest creating 0 big chances. I think when it comes to Jesse Lingard, I think it is mentality. And he clearly has been going through a lot in his personal life, and when it comes to having a point to prove, I believe that that does hinder is ability. When you feel like you've got a hunger to prove people wrong, that is powerful. And in football, the most important attribute is not your ability, but is your confidence. Jesse has clearly gone through a lot in his personal life, speaking about his mother and how she battled with depression, and him having to become the main father figure in the house by looking after his younger siblings. I really do hope to see Jesse Lingard get back in form very soon, as I do still believe that there is a great player there. However, I hope that he can find that confidence and self-belief in himself again to prove people wrong, because that is what he needs to do. People's complaints about maybe he's not focused on the football and maybe he's too interested in the outside roots of it, the social media, the dabbing and whatever you want to say, which I think that is personally a lazy way to look at it. Jesse Lingard quite evidently needs love, and I hope that at Forest or wherever he goes afterwards, because he has, I believe, only a 1-year contract, I hope that he gets that moment again to show what he can do very soon. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and let's try to hit 3,000 likes and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you next time for another video, and peace out.